Okay. Let me mute this for a second. Hey everyone, it's Sunday, and you know what that means? It's Genshin time. Ow! Hey Willow, welcome in. But welcome in, Willow. I hope your day's been going well. I just started. Just getting started. I'm gonna be playing some Genshin, and like in the title, I'm gonna work on getting to Inazuma in Genshin, and hopefully to unlock the electro power for the Traveler. I was gonna wait after the update to try to get Kuki Shinobu on stream, but I just couldn't resist because I've been waiting a long time to get the character. Unfortunately, I did not get her. Instead, but the good news is that when I did the first draw, I did get Ito. The first draw I did on the banner, I did get Ito, and I wasn't even trying to get Ito. I was going after Kuki Shinobu. The reason I did not get Kuki Shinobu was because after I got Ito, you know what 4-star character the game kept giving me? It just kept giving me Chongyun. And how bad is it? It kept giving me Chongyun to where now Chongyun's constellation, it's completely maxed. That's how bad it was and how unlucky I am with the gacha. The gacha just hates me. But hopefully if I get to Inazuma, I'll get some more Paimons and I will be able to get more I'm gonna show you guys because this is how much bad luck I have with the gacha. Because when I tried to get Shinha, failed. I kept getting the same 4-star. I tried getting Shogun, also failed. Kept getting the same character 3 times in a row. What, 600 free points? And also, I've tried getting Eula. That also didn't work. And when I did like the last time I did the regular gacha, the one that isn't like time limit wise on it, I just got Kaya again. And I'm oh yeah, the Twitch drops. With Genshin, I did enable the Twitch drops for Genshin. Since I play Genshin, and that's the only game I play right now on Sundays, and with the drops, I decided, you know what? I'll just enable this for you guys since since people that come in on Sundays are fans of Genshin, might as well have the drop available for you guys to help you guys out a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on getting to Inazuma. I do have the hangout for Ningguang unlocked, and I actually did work on that a bit when to like try to distract myself from the pain that is the gacha for failing me so much. And when I ran out of points, I actually went around unlocking the shrines to get more Paimon so I could go and try again. And I was like, please let me get Kuki Shinobu, and when it doesn't, it just gave me Chongyun again. I went, thanks for listening. But even though I didn't get Kuki, I still got time because Kuki Shinobu, even though I haven't gotten her yet, there is still time, so I could grind out getting Paimons and getting wishes to get her. Especially since I'm going to Inazuma, and that place will no doubt give me a whole lot of Paimons, because that is an area I haven't been to. But let's hope if I do get enough just in time before the banner ends, hopefully if it will let me get Kuki Shinobu, because the reason I want her on my team is because she's a healer, and that go well, especially since I have Mona, who was a water type. And I remember I did the test run with Kuki, and I enjoyed using her. So let's go ahead and get into Genshin. Okay. Oh, forgot I need to have the window open. There we go. And I just need, let me move this over so I can see chat. Oh, also need to do this. There we go. And just move this over a bit so I can see chat. I know other fellow VTubers and streamers, they have like two monitors when they stream, but for me, I'm doing everything with just one monitor. So actually, since I'm already at this spot, I'll do at least this part with Ningguang. Well, that's how it is with sometimes with items. Is you can try to repair them as best you can, but sometimes they if they're too old or too damaged, some things can't be fixed. Okay, now let's see. Hmm. Okay, got that, and let me see. Oh, I got mail. Let me see what I got in the mail. Oh, it's food. I assume you didn't forget whose birthday it is today, little one. Yes, that's right. Today we celebrate the birthday of the Almighty Raiden Shogun. Our Almighty Shogun meditated for a long time and racked her brains out to think what to write to you, but she did find inspiration in the end. As Eternity's servant and friend, I am of course obliged to write this letter to her on her behalf and invite you to see her. Take this dessert when you see her. Just wish her happy birthday. Nothing more, nothing less. You understand, little one? But I haven't even met Shogun yet. Okay, on my quests. Well, since I'm more here, I get it wouldn't be a problem. I just do. One reason I'm gonna work on getting to Inazuma is because with Ito, I need to do it if I want to ascend him to be around the same rank like Mona is. Auntie. No excuse. For me, when it comes to homework, you want to get it done as quick as possible because that is how I managed when I took the couple of classes, 3D modeling classes I've taken. Is when I ever got an assignment, I worked on it right off the bat. I kept working on it, well, at least until I was tired. Oh, welcome back, Willow. You haven't missed much. I'm just doing a bit of the hangout with Ning Wong, but it talked about where the kid didn't do his homework, and I'm saying that when it came to homework and assignments, like with my 3D modeling class, when I got them, I started working on them right away after I took a break, because when I got my assignments, it was over video. We did like video classes, and I would get them done, and they didn't take me long to do. And the thing is, when I had finished mine up, I went to watch some Genshin versus Arknights memes. Oh, that's funny. Is when I got my assignments, is when I had gotten them done way before the due date. The people, even when the due date went and passed, the people that were also in the class, they hadn't even started or finished it. And you know what? And that left me, after I finished all my work and I was caught up, left me a whole lot of free time, and I got to do what I wanted to work on. Salmon. Yep, definitely very clever. The way they always give one free 10 roll on the event banner when it's a big event, and a daily free one pull. I never played. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see the upper one. I never played Genshin, but Arknights is so much more generous in terms of rewards. Yeah, from what I can tell, Willow, from what you're telling me, Arknights is sounding a lot more generous with their when it comes to gotchas. They give you at least give you a 10 free pull, and then give you like a daily pull for the event, for the big events. That's why what I think would be good if Genshin did that as well. Like if they were to do like a big event, like for example, they never done it, but if they did a banner where it was just all the 5 stars, the event 5 stars, they usually release. Like they had it to where you could get them, where you have a chance to get one of them. Like do that. Like have it to where you get give them at least like a free 10 pull on that, and then like a one daily pull on that. That would make people a lot happier. Because I remember there was a game my sister played one time. It was a Transformers game, and it had a gotcha system, and I think it had where you get free pulls on it. And you can legit go 100% free to play in Arknights. I wouldn't be surprised it can, because with Genshin, what I like about it is that it doesn't. It also what I like about what I like about not the gacha in Genshin, but what I like about Genshin is that I can go anywhere in the game and not be restricted. I just have to get to a certain part of the story to unlock it, and I could go anywhere, and it's free. It doesn't like make it to where you have to buy this DLC in order to go here or go there. Yeah. Well, it is. Well, it's an MMO RPG. Make Makes sense, and I do like RPGs. That's opposite of what Ningguang analysis found out. Comb look very nice. I wouldn't mind trying to modeling that out. It, I'm gonna go get the dessert real quick. Okay, well, take your time. I'm gonna be here. I just started, so I'm gonna be here for a while because since I just started. Oh crap! I forgot I had the audio off. I am so sorry, everyone.
This is most intriguing.
That was my fault. I am so sorry. I thought I had the volume on the game. Sorry about that. Looks like someone is trying to scam you. It sounds
How
right.
about this? You tell me where those two people are, and I'll take the comb back to them for you. Sound good?
Okay. They're over at the docks. They said I should go and meet them when I finished the mission.
All right then. Don't worry, it'll all be fine. I'll be right back.
Are you gonna go punish the bad guys?
Now, this is a grown-up situation, okay? It's not fun and games anymore. And don't try and follow me. I'm just going to have a polite discussion with those two grown-ups about what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do.
Yep, she's mad. This is again, I want to see what does to the bad guys. But I do apologize again for that. I did not mean to have the game volume off. I thought it was on. Yep, this
You
was...
think that kid's gonna fluff her lines? Also, let's be honest, this is a new low for us.
Yes, I know. But we didn't have any other options. Just try not to overthink it, okay? Nanan's one of Ningguang's most trusted informants. Ningguang adores that kid. She's not gonna get all suspicious just because her story doesn't quite add up.
It sounds like you underestimated me. And the children as well.
Lady Ningguang?
You knew how important that comb was to Nan, and you exploited that fact to emotionally manipulate her. You coached a child to lie, made her betray her own innocence and confuse her conscience. Do you not realize how contemptible that is?
Sorry, Lady Ningguang, we never should have crossed you like this.
That's not the point. Business is business. And at some point, we're all trying to get the better of one another. So if all you've done is fool me by feeding me false information, I'd make a loss, and that would be the end of it. But you cannot put Mora above all else. You cannot go exploiting children for profit. Do you have any idea just how much damage that will cause?
It was hardly our first choice either. We were only acting out of necessity. We've been business partners for years now. We've gotten by, I guess, but never had any opportunities to expand. When we heard about the movement in the luminescent spine market, we thought to heck with it. Let's go all in on this one. See if we don't get lucky for once. So we stocked up a huge stash of luminescent spines and watched as the price went up and up. We thought this was gonna be it. We were gonna make our fortune.
But we waited and waited, and this mystery merchant from Fontaine never came. More and more people started to suspect it was all a huge scam.
Sounds like to me a
Suddenly,
scam.
Everyone with luminescent spines was running for the exit, selling as fast as they could, but we had so much inventory that no one was willing to buy it.
Still, it's no excuse for doing that involving children. That's one way to get on my bad side is doing that. That's a big no-no on my book.
Oh yeah! As soon as Lady Ningguang makes a move, everyone follows her lead, and the price takes a steep hike. If we don't sell the goods, we're both bankrupt. We're in debt up to our eyeballs. We just didn't have any other choices.
To be brutally honest, we took out a loan and made a speculative investment is not a sob story. But not everyone has the capability to make rational decisions. Greed, a lust for wealth, and impatience can all cloud your judgment. Do you now realize how dire the consequences of wild speculation can be?
100%. We've both barely slept in days. We begged people to take our stock off our hands. They laughed at us, called us idiots, thought it was all hilarious.
We messed up. Completely and catastrophically messed up. The savings we worked so hard our whole lives to build up, decimated, just like that. All we want now is a chance to start over.
Well, I can take your luminescent spines off your hands, but we will need a detailed contract. The portion of what I pay that exceeds the average price of luminescent spines in the past, you will have to pay back to me by some means in our future business dealings.
Huh? But that means our profit is zero.
Then you're free to find another willing buyer. But if you're seriously still insisting on turning a profit under these circumstances, I'm afraid you're beyond redemption.
Lady Ningguang is right. Let's swap the goods for cash and use it to pay off our debts and be done with it. This is a lifeline and we should be grateful for it. Forget about making money.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
I have no particular need for luminescent spines, but I'm quite sure I can uncover a market for it with a little research.
Okay, so, shall we get this deal done now, or...?
No need to hurry. Our deal is hardly the urgent matter here. Atoning for your transgressions is the main order of business. You took advantage of a child, and you are coming with me to make a full and unreserved apology. This is an opportunity for you to show remorse.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's go back and see the children.
You got like Ning Wong, cause if well, it doesn't take it lightly what those guys did. And I wouldn't either. So if it was me, I would be sending them flying.
We're back. Everything's all sorted.
Huh? Oh, it's those two.
I'm sorry, Nan Nan. I was lying to you when I told you that Lady Ningguang wouldn't fix your comb. I was completely in the wrong, and I promise I'll never do anything like this again. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
What do you think, Auntie Ningguang?
I think it should be your choice, and yours alone.
Well... Since it's all sorted out now, and nothing super bad happened, I guess it's okay. But we can't just let them off. We gotta show them you don't mess with us.
That's true. I'd certainly hate to see anyone else try to con you.
I've made up my mind. I want them to come play with us.
What?
Yeah! Now we have someone to play hide and seek with. Great idea. Let's go play hide and seek at the North Wharf.
Wait a second.
Nope. No waiting. Come on!
So full of energy. Yes, of course. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving them alone with those two buffoons.
Definitely don't want to leave them alone. I have to agree with her on that. After what they pulled.
Let me guess what you're thinking. You're thinking that there's not a huge difference between me turning these children into my informants and the actions of those two businessmen. Am I right? They were completely different when I first met them. They'd run away as soon as they saw me, or they'd be shaking with nerves and unable to speak. But gradually, they stopped seeing me as someone to be afraid of, and started seeing me as someone they can trust. For my part, I did my utmost to fulfill the duties of a responsible adult. I played games with them, but I also taught them observation skills, analytical skills, how to think critically. I never taught business, though. Now, they're much further ahead in their studies, and far more mature than their peers. This has given them confidence in themselves. I think that this is beneficial to them.
Well, you're a lot like a teacher to them. Sure, I would have to agree with that, and also I can understand why they'd be afraid of her, because Ningguang is a very important person in Leeway, so it only makes sense if you meet someone like her, you'd be intimidated.
Yes, perhaps I am. I never had the chance to receive a good education as a child. That's why I hope to teach these children myself. Hopefully, I can pass on some of what I've learned. Someday they may realize that not everything is a win-win deal, that deception and one-upmanship are facts of life. But there's nothing wrong with that. When that happens, they will be ready to face the world head-on and become exceptional businessmen and women. But until then, I am here to protect them. I will one day die. New Qixing will replace the old, and Liyue will continue to prosper. I hope the name Ningguang will live on, but not as a person, as more of a symbol. If I can pass on everything I have learned, I can create a legacy that will live on long after I am gone.
Come on, Auntie Ningguang! Hurry up! We're not gonna wait forever!
Coming! Come on, let's enjoy this while we can.
While the view remains good, time flies and the good years slip away easily, but the name Ningguang will remain a symbol for generations to come. Okay, I guess that's it for the hangout. So let me see. Oh, I got something in the battle pass. Okay, let's see. Yep, that completed that. And let me show us the story quest. Okay, so I have to, in order to do it, to get all these, I have to complete memories and go through and already got some, and it was worth it because I got some Paimons. Now, to work on getting to Inazuma. Well, Mr. Anderson, welcome to the Matrix. Funny. Welcome back, Willow. Ooh, definitely need to get that. The sword I have on Ito's back is the weapon I forged when I got him. I had materials to forge the sword, so I went and forged the claymore using Dilu because he had a bonus for it.
sign up. Let's see who the other competitors are.
Yep.
You said that they had to be renowned fighters. Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense! Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Renowned fighter, perhaps. I figure in that class, I am a summoner level 50, rank 5, when the most legendary pet, the Lepardo? I don't know what Lepardo is, but that does sound a lot more impressive, Willow, than what this guy just said. Especially when you're a level 50, that's really high up there. Sounds impressive.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
I'll send you the meme in Discord. Okay, well, I got no problem with that. I do want to see what the meme is, because it sounds really good.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Children? I'm no child. I'm centuries older than you.
Hi there, are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
Doesn't ring a bell.
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Is that really possible? And not to mention, when they said like force dispersal, I was wondering if they using the force. And also, I was wondering it when like breathing techniques. When I heard that with breathing techniques, I was thinking of Demon Slayer, because in Demon Slayer, a lot of the sword attacks they use, the characters use, rely on breathing techniques.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a Vision Bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a Vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
I just took a look at the meme Willow, and it's funny because they summoned a tank. If you summon a tank against someone, they are pretty much screwed. Like going, here is my weapon. It is a tank.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Can't fault yourselves for trying.
See you in the arena.
Okay, let's see what this person has to say.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Do you want to become an adventurer?
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
Sounds like to me his success has already gone to his head, even though he says because he's trying to become the perfect person. The thing, and I learned this from, if you ever watched Tron Legacy, there's a saying, the thing about perfection is that it's unknowable, and yet it's also right there in front of us. And so we don't know what is perfection and what's not. The only thing you can do is be the best you can be.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Don't be so sure.
Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? The arena will be the judge. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Okay.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Okay.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Champion, huh? Alright, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Correct.
Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament?
I don't have a vision, so I'm able to enter.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm Terror, Dvalin, and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beidou promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beidou must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beidou in advance, then?
Everyone's misunderstanding the situation.
Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be honest. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Makes sense.
All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the
75
favorites to win this tournament. His first bout begins now.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
Okay, I got no if it's like that, I got nothing to worry
Now that
about.
we've won, let's go and see Beidou. She'll probably have something to say to us.
That was certainly easy.
regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, he's more than convinced me of his ability. So come on, we all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Didn't know I was so popular.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
True.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Don't worry. Take some time to compose yourself.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
It's a fury!
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No. I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
So will I.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
Okay.
There it goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Okay, I need to go and heal. Though I could check to see if I have any healing items to heal up. Okay, inventory. With that, I think I'm gonna go over to a statue and heal up, and then come right back, because I don't want to risk losing and it end up making it to where it makes it longer to get to Inazuma. But also, when, you know, like how I said earlier, well, if you look at Shang Constellation, as you can see, it's completely maxed out because of because of the gacha. It did not give me any other 4 stars. The only other new character I have gotten from it has been Ito. And because of it, I now have Chong Yun's constellation completely maxed out. Actually, let me change up my party.
Let's finish this swiftly.
This is my current 5-star lineup. Go into the map. Oh. Something in the events. I can't wait till I get to Inazuma, because then I can unlock the electro power. That way I can then start doing some major damage. I wish I knew what the Score Lapis was used for in all the other elemental types, but I have not had the figured out what they're for yet. I'm pretty sure that it's probably something a lot longer in the further along in the game.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Let us see.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshun clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable
You are very
skill.
observant.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
It's vital we make it to Inazuma. I would have to agree.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Okay, so where is he on the map? Okay. Held back to this part in the quest, I'll get to Inazuma. Because I have to get to Inazuma anyway, because I can't upgrade Ito any further than I have already, because the material I need to rank him up is in Inazuma.
Can't catch me!
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
No wonder you didn't bring this up at the arena.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yes, but how did you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
All I did was touch a statue of the Seven.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
I'm gonna go with, is all thanks to Paimon's companionship.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Fair enough.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Windblade! Attaboy!
Delve into destiny.
Verdict is...
Decided by destiny. Shadows of...
Oh, welcome in, Fire Dragon. I'll look at chat in a second. I'm a little busy at trying to defeat the monsters right at the second.
You will pay for that.
Okay. You just go over here real quick. And unlock this. Okay, let me look at chat. Catch up on it. I didn't see the notification. When did you start the stream? By the way, how is your day going? Oh, my day's going really well, Fire Dragon. And I don't know why you didn't see the notification, because I started an hour and 18 minutes ago. That's when I started stream. But I don't know why you didn't get the notification, because because when I go live, I put it on Twitter, and I also put it in Discords as well. No, I should probably start putting it in my own Discord, even though there aren't that very many people in there. I should probably start putting a notification in there as well that I'm live. I do apologize for that, but my day has been going real well, Fire Dragon. I hope your day has been going well. It has been also going well. I'm currently working on doing the quest so I can get to Inazuma. Let's see here. But that's what I've been doing. I also worked on finishing up the hangout I was in when I worked on trying to get.
A lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest
when I tried to get Kuki Shinobu, but unfortunately that did not go as planned. Instead, I ended up getting. Just kept getting Chong Yun the whole time, and I need to go over here to heal. But on the bright side, when I did my first pull, I did get Ito. So now I do have like a full team of 5 stars. Though there's still time I can get Kuki Shinobu, but with, as I've already shown everyone, but this I kept getting him this whole time. The whole time most of the pulls. Even when I pulled Ito, I got 2 of him, and that's all it's given me. And because of that, his constellation is completely maxed out, as you can see here. But my day's been going well, and I'm working on getting to Inazuma so I can also get more Paimons, so I can buy more wishes, and hopefully still have a chance to get Kuki Shinobu. It was probably my phone, the one with the problem. I hope it doesn't happen on Friday. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen on Friday. I'm sorry that you're having a little tech issue on your end, but it might have been your phone, because you know I always put a notification in Twitter when I go live, and on Discord as well. Just I haven't been able to do it on my own Discord there because there's not a whole lot of people at the moment. People at the moment. So I probably should start getting into a habit of doing that, since you and others are in the Discord.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
Thank you, I will not underestimate him.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
Indeed, I am indeed in the dark, so please enlighten me.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro-visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
She does.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Hopefully, I can change that.
The god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
It was already a long time ago. Hey, Arcana, I have 640 points. Do you know what that means? It's eating time. Oh no! The eat! Ah! And also, why did it go over there? Well, let me check something. It shouldn't have been over there. Yeah, why is it there? There we go. I don't know why it was why it did that. I don't know why it went over there. It shouldn't have. Let me refund your points so you can try again, because that was that was not supposed to happen. It was supposed to let it go through. Ow. Okay, I refunded your points, Fire Dragon, so since it missed. I switched it over to where it was supposed to yeet at me, because I set up hotkeys for it, but apparently the hotkey didn't work. But I refunded your points so you can do it again. Ah! Thank you.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Sure, let's go together.
Very well, let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Okay.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Traveling Hero!
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Maybe they're too intimidated to show up to for the finals.
No other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to
Me
worry.
neither.
Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist, I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
My opponent was a no-show anyway. I got no other choice. I have to go with him.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
What?
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
How do I do this? Because this is not letting me it's not letting me continue with the path at all. And that's what I'm not liking at all. Because let me see.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Crap.
Hubris. This way. Follow me.
I'm not liking this part of the quest. I have to go, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, Fire Dragon, take your time. I'm gonna be here. Doing this really painful part of the quest.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
That is not right. That's not supposed to happen. And just let me go on. God, I hate
forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
All right, I want to know who it is that made this because this is annoying.
There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Yep, I hate this quest. I hate this quest. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
The winds are guiding us
not letting me
the culprit
just
is on
go
the
on.
opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
No.
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Oh, now it lets me do it. That right there was annoying.
Get the...
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Can't catch me.
That right there on that quest was really annoying because one thing for me is I cannot stand timed challenges.
I got careless. Picked the wrong test subject.
Attaboy! Let's roll!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me!
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me!
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into, and on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist, namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along, but then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
You've got nowhere to run. Just give it up.
Drat. This should have gone differently.
There will be consequences if you resist any further, and just do as we say and there will be no further consequences. I'm gonna go with the first option.
I know an empty threat when I hear one.
If you give up the vision, I will let you go.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I think so.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Fine. And I guess he'll want his arms broken.
Attaboy! It's showtime! Let's roll! Just you watch! Attaboy! I'll have my revenge, eventually.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened.
So we were planning this all along?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
I'll try.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Why are you so attached to this vision?
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I'd stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
Okay, let's go.
Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
Would make sense.
Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter.
Well, a win is a win.
As the saying goes,
So the
honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So we'll be able to travel to Inazuma now.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Okay, so that part's complete. New quest setting sail. Ask Catherine for information before going to Inazuma. Okay. Now let's me check my achievements. Do I have any others? I thought I had another one. Well, I might have already gotten that. Nope. Okay, let's see. How many Paimons do I have? Not enough yet to get a wish. But I am, but what I like right here is I am almost to 34, which once I get to 34, I'm gonna be saving the 34 of this, the Star Glitter Exchange, because I know here characters will show up in here. So like, for example, like for say, like Raiden Shogun or Eula showed up in here. I know Ningguang has shown up in here, but if a character I want shows up in here, I'm gonna use these to get the character. Well, I could use them on this. I am not going to, because these are a lot more harder to get. You don't get as many as like you do with this or with the Paimons. So that's why I choose to save these and store them up. So that way, if I do, I can get a new character to add to the ranks. And I'm not going to spend it on Kaya or Barbara because I already got Kaya and Barbara.
Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square.
So let's head over here, back to Leeway. And go and talk to Catherine. And also, I remember I also have characters that are on expeditions, so I might as well get those as well.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler?
About traveling to Inazuma.
Yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
I've been waiting. It seems our intel has
The
arrived.
fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
I knew it.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Okay. The immovable god and eternal. Okay, and before we do, I'm going to
Ad
things.
Astra Abyssosk.
Okay, claim. Claim. And claim. Oh, I can now do 4. Nice. See, Mondstadt. Yeah, I think I'll do Sweet Flower. Okay, now I need to see where I need to go to get to the boat. All right, I can just teleport. Before I do, I think it probably might be best if I go over to the statue and heal up. So that way I'll be at full strength. Okay, time to get this on the time to get this ship moving. Okay. Okay. Well, I wasn't trying to do that quest. I was trying to get up here and do the stuff that came from investigating. Well,
Stock of herbs is running a bit low.
The weapons on this side quite well maintained. The waves are as calm as always.
I wonder what's going on up there.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
whoop, that wasn't what I was trying to do. No. Trying to go up on the post so I could get up because there is a element. And I don't want to let that get away. No.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
And there we go.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
It's an honor to be aboard.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Time to set sail. After a raging thunderstorm, the Alicorn finally comes into port.
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Okay, nice to meet you, Toma. Surely rumors exaggerate.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou. Bye-bye.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Oh, alright, even though I would like to go and look around, and not to mention unlock the electro ability. Alright, rank 32. Oh, almost forgot. Right behind us is not only a waypoint, but a viewpoint. Let's see what this viewpoint looks like. That is nice. I like that view. Oh, I love the way this statue looks. Definitely, I wouldn't mind having the asset of this. This statue really looks nice. I liked Leeway Harbor, but I think I'm gonna like being in Inazuma more. It's just from the aesthetic.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
We are here to trade iron and ore.
Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and export of goods. Do you have your trader's permits? My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Welcome or not, we don't have a choice.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
I'm back. What did I miss? You didn't miss much, Fire Dragon. I just went after the thief who tried to steal the vision and beat the crap out of him, and we got the vision back. And there was a really cool cutscene where Kazuha talked about like his past before why he left Inazuma, and that's where I am. I'm now in Inazuma now. I got on the ship, and now I'm in Inazuma, going through the line so I could get to the statue and unlock the ability. And now that I'm also in Inazuma, I can also work on ascending Ito.
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
And now that I'm here in Inazuma, I can also work on upgrading Ito as well, since the material I need in order to upgrade him to be like around the same level as Mona. And of course the Traveler is I have to go and find the scarabs I need or the beetles to upgrade him. Which it probably will not be hard since they're supposed to be in this region and area. But that's basically what's happened so far while you've been gone. And already I like the way the aesthetic of Inazuma.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million?
For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's way too
That's
much.
Right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
That's still quite expensive. Hold on, everyone. We got a bot. It says, well, the prime. Yep, a bot. Hold on a second. I need to take care of this. I swear these bots. I do apologize for that. I really wish it wasn't a bot that we ended up getting, because it said want to be famous and everything. That tells me right there it's a bot. And when it does that and it goes somewhere, that is one way to get banned in my channel, is when you get our bots. And I can't, because I know what those bots are. They're complete scams. Because I don't get like a bunch of viewers through. I don't want to have you guys have experience ruined with the bots. So whenever I come across a bot that shows up in the channel, I get it banned automatically, because they are annoying. Because I actually remember one time I was watching a friend of mine's stream. I ended up getting what are no doubt whisper bots like 4 or 5 times while I was just watching this stream, and they showed up. And you know what I did? I banned them right away. So if you guys ever, if any of you do stream and you see where where something says, "Do you want to be famous?" then that is a bot. That's still quite expensive.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
Yeah, I mean, there is. I mean, when you looked at Leeway, they had more sense. I mean, even Ningguang would have been better when it comes to financials. When it comes, but that, you have to admit, that's funny. When she went from 2 million down to 600, there's something serious. There is something seriously wrong with the sense of finance around Inazuma. I think it's more about the Mora. Reminds me of someone else's strange relationship with Mora. No doubt Zhongli.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
That's a blatant oppression against Outlanders. Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Yes, but when you're an Outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
So how would an Outlander ever get to meet?
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
I still have to find a way. Or that may well be. I'm gonna go with that may well be.
I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Fixer works in mysterious ways, so what's the job? I'm gonna go, so what's the job?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Hey, let's look at the map because there is the statue. So I want to go to the statue first before I do anything else. There's a statue. Resonate with Electro. The Fox Stanley, say poor princess. Okay. Okay, now let's test that out. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so that's the Electro ability. Definitely, we'll have to figure out how to use that in time. And I'm guessing the need in order to add to the statue is up at the top, so I need to find a way to get up there. You see it is by to climb the statue. Maybe not the statue, but maybe the tree. Or Just, ah, crap. I think I'll have to find a higher place to glide from to get there. Okay, go.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Luckily, we have a friend with us.
Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku Decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku Decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
That sounds wrong.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
I'm gonna have to go with, this is an absurd treatment.
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
Best to negotiate. This vendor does sound like a fishy character. I'm gonna go with that.
Vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources this stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it! We're on the case!
See on the map. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is not all. This can't be all of Inazuma. Nope, there are other areas as well. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to but I don't see ways of going into these other areas right now. So I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of the stuff here until I know how I can go to the other places around here. Because there's no way I'll be able to get across the sea at all.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
You don't recognize me, but I'm the fixer around these parts.
Haha, very funny. Real fixers don't need to refer to themselves that way. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. So, what do you need with me?
Where do you source your
The
goods?
sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret, got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Can you reduce your prices?
Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Let me get the real fixer on this case.
Yeah, let's check back in with him.
I really like the music in Inazuma. It's I find it very relaxing.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
You're gonna have to help us help you.
Oh? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
What do you know about Warner?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
He seemed like a Mondstadter to me.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
I'll go back and talk to him again.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
It was the wind that led me back here to you.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
A dandelion wine's sure to be a nice on a day like this.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Okay, so I need to go and get a wine. Yeah, which means I'll have to teleport over. How do I teleport? Okay, now I know where I am. You over to Mondstadt. 'Cause I was wondering where I was. I'll have to get some wine. Which means I need to make a trip to Deluxe bar.
Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're injured.
Okay, where was the... Oh, yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently that's not where you get the dandelion wine. Let's see my inventory. Okay, apparently that's not it. I need to get some show Warner goods from Mondstadt. Okay, I need to show him goods from Mondstadt. That's what I need to do. Well, I did just get some goods from Mondstadt. Maybe I can use these to help in my quest.
Mondstadt? goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Ah, my hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
Close your eyes.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Listen closely. Does it sound familiar?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Liyue Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
Okay.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there sympathize with the position you're in. A lot of people supported you in the past.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are those
All right.
people?
I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
International Association will protect
But
you.
I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like
Oh,
this.
but Westnut, welcome in. Hope your day's
I'm
been
their
going
puppet,
well.
Yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
That would be helpful.
Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
All right. Hopefully, I can start. You give me a chance to test out my new electro ability. Merchants had all the rum to drink, so we wouldn't get drunk. The sadness of this story is the evidence of less drunkenness. Suspicious. Definitely sus. Have to find out and hopefully teach these guys what happens when you mess with when you take advantage of Outlanders.
Keijiro, it's him.
Time to do Time to do some Assassin's Creed work.
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Follow without being noticed. Ah! Thank you for. Oh, don't worry. They're not getting away with this.
Too close! It's too close! He'll notice us for sure! It's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Thank you for the eat.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule.
Don't mind me. I'm just a foreigner looking at the wares.
Let's catch up a little! Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
Definitely, it's super sus. Okay, I'm starting to get to do.
Keijiro.
After him.
Which one should I choose?
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Ah,
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
I'm 100% sure that people men or whatever taste like chicken. It could be, though I'm not really familiar with Japanese cuisine. I would like to visit Japan one of these days and see what the food tastes like, as I hear they got good food in Japan, and Japan's actually on one of my lists to go to if I can, when I get a chance to travel. That in Europe and New Zealand. Those are the 3 places I really want to go to.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky.
now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Chicken on top of rice. I'm not usually a rice eater, but
Further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
though I do like chicken.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Okay, but chicken on top of rice, I hear it is pretty good.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
Now I'm hungry. Well, that's kind of what happens when you start talking about food. You do get hungry. Though I shouldn't be, though I'm not hungry right now because I already ate dinner before I streamed.
Whoa, it's a ledger.
A ledger is very, very good because you can tell what.
Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
What could he be doing here? Maybe eat a chicken sandwich at the beach? Yeah, that does sound appetizing, but I don't think he was there to eat dinner. He was, as Lane said, they found a ledger, and if you guys don't know what a ledger is, it's where people record what their purchases and deposits. They put them in a ledger, which is why if you ever watch any crime shows, it is that they are like, if you see in crime shows, why, you know, with mom or something, like they're always trying to get the ledger. The reason they want the ledger is because it has all their dirty dealings and payments that they've done over the years. And that's why they want it, because it's evidence of their crimes and everything. Like if they've embezzled or illegally used the money, or do what a lot of the mafia does is, I know this from movies shows us, that what they will do is they will take money that they've earned illegally and they will put it into legit businesses, that, which, remember the term, is called money laundering. Basically, they take illegal money and they use it and put it into legit businesses, so that way it's legal on paper. So that's how they hide a lot of their dirty dealings. Yes, the real reason Paimon came along.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Whoa! And that, I wasn't trying to do that, but I think I saw it bounce. This ability might be, electro ability will probably be very useful. Wish I had the ability when I was doing the Ascension rank quests. It no doubt would have come in handy.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making a mockery of the rules here, Crunchyroll. Yep. I think he is the guy that right here, Kajiro. He is suspicious because they got his ledger and it shows that of his guild, when means he's been doing dirty dealings under the table.
Hmm? And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger.
No problem. Here you go.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this, hmm?
I think it's where he has to pay more.
You can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
At the expense of
Word has it
others.
that samurai and the commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, more like blackmail.
Not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Let me catch up my chat real quick. A random question: since Paimon is emergency food, what does she taste like? Standing here, I realized the rules are the rules to make history. Yeah, explain your Porto commemoration. Wait, tarnish? This is Elden Ring. I get what you mean by it's Elden Ring, because they call the character you control one of the tarnished, if I remember. I haven't really played Elden Ring yet because this is a Souls game. I got nothing wrong with the Souls game. I like the aesthetic and I like the lore when it comes to the games, but I kind of wish it was a little bit more balanced like Code Vein, because when I played Code Vein, I at least had a companion that would constantly help me out in the game. But like with a lot of Souls games, you're usually solo, and I had a little bit of a hard time with it, because I kind of like it when I have a companion to help me out, because in that way it can take some of the heat off of me when enemy comes at me, and it gives me a chance to heal up.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Context, Paimon, context. The title doesn't have any weight with these people.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
I played Code Vein and Elden Ring. Elden Ring is far nicer. You can't blame me there. Elden Ring, its environment is very nice. I do like how they did the environment. It looks very pretty. That's one reason why I like the way Elden Ring looks, and wouldn't mind trying my hand at it. But I do know that if I did play Elden Ring, it would take it'd take a while, and not to mention I would get killed a lot in it, no doubt. Katsui is your mustache partner, Marcantos. Not the Marcantos. No, no. Not the Marcantos. I do not have a Waluigi mustache. There are black tribal markings on my face. Oh man, ever since Bao said I had a Waluigi mustache, that's just become the meme of this channel. Huh? What's that in his hand?
Lady of our clan, some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Just have to get an extinguisher to put down the flames.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Oh, here.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core.
I have to agree with that.
All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Tell me about the Yashiro Commission.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
So, where did this fixture of Rito thing come from? So, as our attendant, are we helping you or her?
You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree...
I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here, to meet Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
But there is one problem.
What's up?
Outlanders are unable to leave Rito.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
This must be the next part of his test.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Okay, I need to check to see. And it is actually that time, unfortunately, where I must end the stream. But I've been having a lot of fun. I don't want to stop, but I have to because I do have a time limit. So I'm gonna take us back over to the chat, and I'll look for somebody for us to raid. And stick around, because if you do, you'll get you'll get channel points from the raid. Let me just take us back over to the chat. Close out of Kitchen Impact. Okay, let me see who's on, and we'll rate them. Okay, we got a really good oh, hold on. Let me see. Who shall we raid? And just look at some of our streaming. This. I think we'll raid someone I haven't raided before. We're gonna raid Lyra. She is a moth VTuber. She's nice. Recently met her, and she is currently playing Soma. So we're gonna raid her, Lyra. So the raid. Let me just get everyone's raid set up for you guys. You get the raid message. I don't have any emotes yet, but this is what I have set up for the raid message. Just raid. Okay, the raid's started. Thank you for everyone who came to the stream today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming on Friday, and I will be returning with and I'll be playing Fallout New Vegas and continuing in there. So with that, And again, thank you everyone who came to the stream today. I really do appreciate it. I had a lot of fun today in Genshin. So with that, I'm going to say goodnight, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is in your time zone. Good night, and I'll see everybody out, and I will see everybody later.